We're gonna try and do this quickly before my camera battery dies. I don't know how long I have. So at work today, I was off doing my little thing, and the other guys were doing their little thing, and I wasn't really listening to their conversation, but I did keep hearing the words une femme, which means a woman, and I couldn't help but notice that they were probably generalizing about women. And I don't know what they were saying, but of course that bothers me a little bit, but it made me think back to something that happened the day before. So I was talking to a friend the other day about boys and stuff, and she said boys like girls who are confident. And I don't know, this bothered me. Because the way I see it, confidence is only one characteristic of a person. And since when have you only ever liked one thing about a person? The last time you had a crush on someone, did you only like them because they were confident? Did you only like them because they were smart? Only because they were funny? Only because they were, I don't know, handsome? Of course you didn't. You liked them because they were all of these things put together and more. Because the fact is, we're not just defined by one characteristic. Like, sure, you might see me as confident or smart or funny, but you don't just see me as that. When you think about Katie, you don't just think about that confident girl. You think about Katie. Like, if a boy liked me, I would hate for it to just be because of one thing that I can do. Just the same as I've never liked somebody solely because of one of their characteristics. And I guess all of it comes back to this one question. Why do people have such an impossible time seeing the opposite sex as just other people? We always talk about what do boys like, what do girls like, and sure, boys and girls are different, but they're not that different. I mean, there are some physiological things, and there are some sexual stimuli things, and there are some other things like emotional things, but you know what? Boys and girls are just people. And sure, maybe some boys like girls who are confident, and maybe some boys like girls who are shy. And maybe some boys like boys, and maybe some girls like girls, and I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to ignore all the gender pronouns in this, because I'm just gonna be conformist for once. But in the end, what I think it comes down to is this. Boys like girls they like. Just the way girls like boys they like. And granted, I'm not a boy, and never have been, and probably never will be, but I still feel like I can make this judgment because I'm a person. And you know what? To make it even simpler, people like people they like. Tautology is fun! And I know this sounds really obvious, but I feel like so much of the time we forget about it, and I just had it on my mind. We're all people. Let's just imagine us as people. Imagine each other complexly and wonderfully as the beautiful and amazing people that we are, and just, you're a lot like me, so why would you think that I would be any different? So often we forget that as people we're so similar. So just remember that the people around you are also people too, and like them as such and think of them as such, and then life will be a lot easier for everybody. Honest. So promise me you'll follow that advice, and I only have one more thing to say, and that is that my good friend James has been evacuated from his house because of a fire near where he lives, and he's made an excellent video on the topic which I will link here, and there's stuff that you can do to help out, and if you can donate or spread the word or anything like that, that would be wonderful, and I would really appreciate it, and James would really appreciate it, and all the people in his community would really appreciate it. And if you can help, that would be wonderful, and if you can't, just spread the word. Okay, that's all from me. I will see you soon.